here at the hotel of the venue, so I thought I'd do a little post-event live and just talk to the chat about this like fucking awesome event, man. This is honestly maybe one of my favorite events of all time. And I kind of feel like that every time, so I'm a little biased, but like, man, was that fucking fun. A lot of North American comebacks, which really made me super hyped. And man, what a fucking fun night. I mean, really, there were so many matches I didn't think would deliver, and it was just incredible to see. So really, that was awesome. Let's see. Hello, how are you? I'm doing awesome. Yo, WTF, steamrolled. Well, you say WTF. I had some money on that. I feel pretty good. Should I tell you guys how much I won? I won $3,000 today. I feel very good. I got big money on the Paul Lynn win. I got big money on the Morozov win. And then I took Leavan to sweep. And then I lost money on Mike to sweep. And man, oh my God, Zaranov, Jesus Christ. That guy is something, he learned things I have never seen him do in a match. His riser is quite impressive. His ability to just climb, and to cup Mike's pronator right now. Like, let's just understand, Hermes didn't do that. Vitaly didn't do that. Gennady didn't do that, but we wouldn't expect it from him. Frank Lambrelli didn't. Nobody has even come close to doing that. And he did it dominantly. He fucking buried him into that pad. I couldn't believe it. I remember when I saw that happen, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, literally my mouth I was doing the fucking reaction guy face. I couldn't fucking believe it. And then, I ended up turning out all right. So super happy for Mike, but yeah. How did Hermes look before the match? Was he confident? I didn't speak a lot with him. He was honestly very to himself this week. And I imagine it's just, the weight of the match on his shoulders. He kind of needs to just stay to himself, I imagine. He looked visibly in great shape. 100%, he brought a excellent shape to the table. I felt the same way when I saw Leavan. I go, Leavan looks good, Hermes looks good. I really just think Leavan brought a extra level of professionalism to this prep that he has never brought before, which was why I placed the bet, because I thought that was the case. And when he is 100, when Leavan is like in a good Leavan shape, none of us can do anything. No man can budge a 100% in shape Leavan. That's my opinion. Was that Leavan's most dominant win? I think there's like a multi-place tie for first, him against Devin the first time, nothing, right? Him against Jerry, nothing. Him against Hermes, nothing. I kind of need to watch it back without so much adrenaline pumping through my veins, because when I was watching, I'm just like my fucking boom, 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 my heart. But now I'm like, I need to watch it with a level-headed to give you a fair assessment. I don't really know. Did Hermes slow him down? I don't know. I was just so excited when they said go, and I see which way the hands are going. They're going towards the pin pad. He got pinned. Thank God. I was sweating bullets, so yeah. Can anyone even stop him? I think Vitaly on go could get a brief stoppage on Leavan. That's my opinion. And I used to think Mike could stop Leavan, and that's not the case anymore. Mike would get flash pinned 4 times. Leavan progressed more than Vitaly since their match. I wouldn't say that as like a statement of truth, like it's 100% accurate. I don't know, but I'm not going to tell you that's incorrect. It's very possibly true. You talked to Brian Shaw. I actually did get a chance. I saw him. There was like the VIP room, kind of, but then there was like a back room. Then I fucking, randomly saw Benji walking. I was like, what's going on over here? I managed to talk to him for a bit. I was talking to Moronto in there, and then, I talked to Brian, and I said, hey, let's do an interview. He said, sure. But, I hear yes a lot more often than I do an interview, so we'll see. But, and Hermes also agreed he'd like to do an interview after the match. I don't know how he feels now that it didn't go his way, but I want to interview Hermes just as much as I did if he want to win. I think he has a story that should be told. Whether he wins or loses, it's part of arm wrestling. So I definitely want to do an interview with him. Barry Brian Shaw, never going to happen. Vitaly is the only one who can beat Leavan. Here's the thing. Brian Shaw I believe he one day can be as good as Leavan is today. He will never beat Leavan because by the time he's that good, Leavan will have retired. That's my belief. You guys remember when Leavan said he would beat Hermes easier than Jerry? I mean, did he say that he would beat him easier? Because I don't, I mean, no offense, but I don't think it gets easier than Jerry, right? That match was so, like, visibly not interesting. But yeah. Hello, Nikita Muladze. I know who you were rooting for. 115 kg division about to pop off. Hermes, Gennady, man, Sagov and Dave. Are you kidding me? That's interesting. Yeah, fucking, listen, if Hermes can go down there and keep 90% of his power, everybody is fucked. That's my opinion. He did during the podcast, and Hermes, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, it proved his point. I mean, I don't know if it looked easier than Jerry, but I mean, yeah, it was incredibly dominant. I mean, you couldn't, no one can say, oh, well, there was this that gave me hope. No, there was nothing that gave us hope. There was no moment that match where we felt like Hermes would win. From the very first slip to the last pin, there was no signs of chinks in his armor. It was just too fucking strong. Do you think Leavan could have beaten Hermes and Devin back-to-back today? Oh, man. Not after what Devin and Kardeccia had happened, but like a fresh Devin? Yeah, probably. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, I mean, 2 matches. Here's the thing. He could do it if there's no adrenaline dump. Like, he can't rest for an hour in between. He needs to literally, once Hermes is done, then he pulls Devin. That's what needs to happen. Kind of crazy. Okay, so I actually need to ask you guys a question, because once again, my head wasn't right. I was just so nervous about my bet and whatever. Like, okay, did Leavan ever was there any stop at all? Did it look like he got slowed down, or was it literally just like it looked like he was arm wrestling, something that cannot be moved? Like how did that look? Do you know what the problem is with Coach? I have no clue. Do you know when EvW will put the replays? They typically do it in like a week from now. I have no clue if they're gonna do it quicker or slower. I don't know. I'm sure, people are gonna re-upload it and stuff, and try to support the sport and don't watch that stuff would be my opinion. But you're gonna do whatever the hell you want. Leavan didn't break a sweat. I agree. Devin still beats all the 115 kg in my opinion. I mean, Devin and new Rise Hermes is very interesting. That match ought to happen. Watching Leavan obliterate Hermes must be demotivating AF for Brian. I mean, Brian knew Leavan was good before this match. I think everyone should have known there's a chance this happens, right? The last round, Hermes asked Leavan to do slowly, and Leavan, so that's because I noticed that round was slower and I didn't know why. I didn't know if maybe Leavan was trying to start what. So wow, Hermes asked Leavan to do it slowly, and Leavan flashed him slowly. Wow. Holy shit. That's crazy impressive. Yeah, I mean, your voice, you must have been. Listen, Georgi, every time there's a guy I bet on, I scream like crazy. I root for Mike, and I root for Paul Lynn. I mean, I root for all the Americans, really. I was rooting for Ryan Bellinger, and oh my God, was that was match of the fucking night. Someone asked me literally like 5 minutes before I went on this live, what was match of the night? Match of the night was fucking Ryan Bellinger and Alan Ford. I know people probably weren't excited for that match, like caring about the outcome, but man, was that good. That was so good. No stop, nothing. Alan purposely pinned him. Okay, yeah, everybody agrees there was absolutely nothing. That was Prime Leavan versus Prime Hermes. The diff was too much. Yeah. And you know what's funny too? The Prime Dennis crowd, this did not fucking. Their confidence is exactly as good as it was before. They still think Prime Dennis would win. He almost seems bored. I was scared. Alex Baccaradze said to me that he felt Leavan might have been sick. I don't know if that's true, but maybe. I also would have loved. I still want to get a chance to speak with Leavan, hopefully, and I want to ask him what his riser lift is. I'm so curious. But I assume he either won't tell me or he will tell me and tell me to not share it with others. So that's what I'm going to guess will happen. So you guys will probably never hear it from me. But he might reveal it publicly. Who knows, right? The last round, Hermes asked, Leavan cupping on Hermes pronation was the key. Yeah, Leavan was just on a different level. I mean, there's no way. Well done, Henry, for being there every single time. I also love Devin's acknowledgement to you, pointing in. How did you know that happened? Were you there? Yeah, but yeah, that was really cool. I appreciated Devin doing that. I totally caught me off guard, but Because I wasn't streaming that, right? You must have been like right near me or something, sitting in the crowd with me. But yeah, right on. Have you heard about the East Rut? Yeah, it was. God, I forgot. Zauer and Camille. Picking Camille, but like him. I'm a big Zauer fan, man, but I just it's a bad style matchup. And then there was Sega, and then there was Ivan and Prudnik, and I didn't know what arm. Hermes needed to beat Devin first. Yeah. So when will Leavan be in the GOAT conversation? Never. John, I mean, if he does this for 15 more years, the best contender to beat Leavan is Brian Shaw. No, it isn't. Do you think if Hermes was much heavier, he would do better? Yeah, you don't need to get heavier, but he needs to get much stronger, right? But how he achieves that is up to him, and it will probably involve gaining mass. You can't be 120 kilo and beat Leavan. You just can't. You just can't. I only got 2 matches wrong. I got Pavlo surprised me, and I had Irakli, and man, did Matt turn that thing around, right? Was Leavan really sick the first time against Hermes? Because I cannot believe. Well, okay, you can use now we can use our reasoning, right? Okay, so last time was really close. Hermes got quite a bit stronger, and Leavan won much easier. So we can use our deductive reasoning. Leavan was probably sick the first time, just like he said before the match. All right, or just like he said after the match. Bro, if not the technical problems, definitely the greatest matches. I agree. I mean, it was less bad in person. I feel like because I got to kind of like hang out, but yeah, it was rough. If Alex hadn't been fouled, it would have been match of the day. I heard. You guys can help me out. Did Alex only have a warning? Because I know on the scoreboard they were fucking up the whole time. Did Alex have one warning and they screwed up? Because that's what Alex Baccarazzi was telling me. He was telling me that Alex only had 1 foul. Or no, he had no fouls and 1 warning. I know that's what it said on the scoreboard, but they were getting shit wrong all the time, so I don't know anymore. But he was saying that, like, Alex got robbed and they ended the match and they weren't supposed to. So, I mean, I don't know. He's going to tell you that he don't do riser alone, brother. Yeah, probably. Hello, Henry. How do you rate this event with others that you've been to? Listen, I'm going to ask me that question next time I'm on live, because right now it feels like the best event ever. I won $3,000. There was all the Americans were winning. Like, I'm in post-event glow. You got to talk to me when, this was a West sweep, by the way, I believe. So, and every time an American went against Canadian, the American guy won. So, really, really, really nice event for me personally because of, financials. I mean, rent's paid this month, so yeah, definitely call me when I'm not on such a high, right? But right now, it feels like my favorite event ever, really. Leavan does not train rising with weights. The key was containment. He did like standing. Yeah, I mean, this is the other thing. I believed that Hermes could win the riser battle and his cup would still go because, it's just he doesn't have enough cup. And I'm very curious to see what he's going to say after the match. We need to hear from him. But he had the riser beat on Mike easy, like really, really, really risen up, and he still went sideways in his cup win. I agree that Prime Dennis has no chance against Leavan, but a lot of fans say the same, but didn't see Prime Dennis at all. Yeah, but you got to see a few videos where he gets stopped by Dave Chafee to know that it's not interesting. So we have Vitaly versus Leavan, Hermes versus Devin, and Morozov versus Mike. Morozov and Mike is the match to make. Hermes and Devin is the winner of Vitaly and Devin against Hermes is the next match to make. Leavan's dominant and most chill as fuck with no first round screaming. Hey, also, I saw Leavan drink some Coca-Cola during it. That was so funny. Travis Bajan is singing fucking YMCA. I'm trying to get to a little quieter spot for you guys. What's up, School 80 boy? Good meeting ya. Some humans are different, bro. That's beyond insane. Matt winning was listen, not one human thought Matt would win after round 2. I mean, that's just true. His mom gave up, and he pulled it off. So, 1 warning, 1 foul. So, theorist, you're saying that he was not robbed. Okay. Leavan is the undisputed GOAT. Literally known. He's the strongest arm wrestler ever, but he's not the GOAT. That's strong. Did Neil improvise himself as a stand-up comedian when the power search happened? No, we had the Drew Gallagher guy, who I quite like, actually. I think he does a lot for helping bring new people in, but he was doing that. Okay, I'm going to skip a few questions because I'm kind of behind the chat. What type of drugs do they have in Georgia? Man, they got Cali, dude. I'm not going to act like Leavan's natural, but I don't just think it's steroids. They're all on steroids, and Leavan's the best. Morozov is going to kill Michael, bro. Wouldn't be certain of that, but I'm probably picking Morozov to win. I believe Morozov's better than Zoranov. People also mentioned Dennis and Leavan in the same conversation. They're so delusional. I agree. As Devin said, Hermes' wrist is floppy. Yeah. You can't win. I mean, even then, it's not floppy. It's floppy against two humans on the planet, you know? So it's not floppy, but it's his weakest point in my opinion. But it's not, you know, it's not bad or anything. It's not just rising, especially with someone who does not only go backwards like Devin or Michael Todd. Right? I think Leavan is actually the GOAT now. No, he's not. Not even like John Brzenk is so far greater than any other guy, right? I mean, it's not even close. Also, you guys see John Jones retired. Speaking of GOATs, he's the GOAT of MMA, even though he's like the biggest piece of shit ever. That guy is the GOAT. And he ducking Tom Aspinall bad as hard as it gets, so that's unfortunate. I really wanted to see that fight. I think everybody's back to the drawing board for a sec. Seems to me like he's going to be... I agree. Winner of Italian and Devin should go against Hermes. Leavan should take a break. That's my opinion. Because if they just throw, like, let's say Vitaly barely beats Devin, are we going to get excited for... I mean, if one of them, like, really dominates, more interesting. Do you know if there's a King of the Table or East West in Australia in October? It's very specific, but I don't think so. Hermes will bulk up. We will see how heavy he will be in 1 to 2 years. Yeah, he needs to get stronger, and I think in order to get stronger, he needs to get bigger. Pound for pound, he's incredible. He needs to get bigger, I think. Hermes was better than Vitaly, I agree. Now I know that biceps curl does matter in arm wrestling. Well, you got a bicep curl with the strongest rise, strongest cup, strongest pronation, strongest hammer, you know, lots of other things. Bro ducked Aspinall for years just to retire. I know, what a bummer, right? So lame. Brzezink's the GOAT, Leavan's strongest of all time. Agreed. 6-0, Leavan is king. John Connors are less than... that's so stupid, I almost want to ban you. It's fucking ridiculous. No. John's the GOAT. Not even close. Listen, John... I'm about to go on a fucking Angan rant right now about how good John is. I'll fucking stop it, but John's the GOAT, all right? It takes a while for them to upload it, but you'll be able to see it in a while. Easy match for Leavan? Yes, it was. 4 or 5 flash pins. 4 flash pins quick, and then Hermes asked if Leavan could do one slowly, and Leavan did it slowly. Do you think Michael could put the brakes on Leavan? No longer, no. Zoranov kept his pronation, and Leavan is everything I thought he was, so I don't think so. Could you beat Leavan using both hands and legs? Well, I wouldn't I don't understand how I could do that. But, yeah, my leg would beat his arm. Like, I wouldn't really need... The issue is I am not heavy enough to beat Leavan because my body weight. So he could, like, if we were on a table together and my arm was so strong, he would actually move my body as he went sideways. If my arm was incapable of moving, I do not weigh enough to keep myself on the ground from Leavan doing things. Like, I mean, Leavan can hammer curl me. You know that, right? Like, if I was to sit on a loading pin, he could literally rep out hammer curls of me. So I'm just not literally heavy enough to generate force capable of beating Leavan. Even if I, like, somehow had, you know, if I could hammer curl 200 pounds, it would not matter. I literally, like, I'm not heavy. It would just drag my body. I can only push something as hard as I can be pushed. And I cannot be pushed hard enough to beat Leavan. So yeah, no, I cannot. I asked Mindaugas this. I go, you know, do you beat guys my size with 2 arms? And he said, guys my size can use 2 arms and they can't beat them. I'm about 85 kilos. I don't even know why John is the GOAT. Honestly, okay, I hate to be doing a fucking, like, you know, getting all angry about that, but John's the GOAT. You're banned. I told everyone, because I feel like you're just, you know that's not true. All right, Leavan seemed bored. You know, I agree. Like, I kind of feel like he's sick or like something. Like, I don't know. He just didn't seem like he gave a shit. Like, I feel like after the first round, he felt so, like, this is gonna sound crazy. I think he felt so little resistance. He was like, that he was like, he didn't even have adrenaline anymore. He's like, okay, I got this guy. You'll see the replay. Okay, yeah, you can't be spamming shit. Sorry, dude. What do you think of Dennis 2014 versus Colonel Leavan? Leavan smokes him. Devin says at this level, 6 to 8. 6 to 8 more years a lot, dude. He's 50. I think he starts to enter the GOAT conversation, giving... Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, Devin is, in my opinion, the closest to entering the GOAT conversation, but, like, Devin needs, like, if he's at this level, like, yeah, 10 more years, I'd be like, okay, maybe Devin's the GOAT. You know, it also depends on what you think of. Like, contribution to the sport, Devin's done more. But, yeah. Leavan and Hermes was such an intimate experience that Hermes begged Leavan to go slower. Wow, yeah. Did you meet Leavan before? Yeah, all the time. I met him a couple times. You're right. I should not fucking read the super questions. You're bang on. There's no audio during the commercial breaks. I wonder if that will cause some problems. I have no clue. 2018 Dennis vs. Leavan, 6-0 Leavan. Bro would fly away with the table. Spot fucking on. I mean, Brian's got a match coming up pretty soon against, God, what's his name? Brandon Allen. Where's the after party, Henry? Are you getting on a table? Maybe. I don't know. I'm sitting in a sneaky hallway that no one knows about. And then after that, I don't know. I'll see where the party is. I have no clue what's going on in there. Literally no clue. I'm sitting here talking to you guys right now. How are you after Leavan and Hermes? Feel great. Won my bet. Brzezinska's GOAT. Leavan is the boat. Simple. Okay. You have no reason why he is the GOAT, do you? But I agree. Okay, interesting. Hermes is a good light super heavyweight guy, but in my opinion, you need to be close to 150 kilos to be a real super heavyweight. The class is totally flawed. I don't think you have to be 150, but yeah, you need to be much heavier. Do you know One Punch Man now? Leavan is like Saitama. I've heard of it, but I've never seen any anime. We need to breed a bunch of Leavans, and Devin once said that we have the match together and get long enough match law. Devin versus Leavan, or we all go home early like prime. Leavan versus Leavan, or okay, I see, okay, I agree. Leavan lost a 25K bonus. Yeah, what a bummer. He's not a mafia guy, he's a fucking plumber. He owns a fucking plumbing company, okay? It's not a mafia front, all right? He's just automatically in the mafia. He's not part of the mafia, right? Brandon Allen will beat Shaw and it will be awkward. I'll mess me on Instagram, I'll bet you some money that won't happen. Who you got? Hermes versus Kadecha, right arm. Hermes will destroy and do awful things to Alex Kadecha. Just watch John versus Dennis match and you'll see why he's a GOAT. Exactly. High paid crowd, man. Hello, Dan Grant. Ryan, okay. Current Leavan would destroy any version of John. Yeah, but John was fucking 90 kilo. I mean, can you imagine? John weighs about the same as I did, and he beat fucking Dennis. I mean, just come on. Yeah, but yeah, Leavan would beat John. I totally agree. But that's not... The GOAT is the greatest of all time, not the strongest of all time. It's different. Sure thought Hermes had a chance. In fact, the fact he got flashed 4 times proves how insane Leavan is right now. You know, I think a lot of people drank a lot of Hermes Kool-Aid, but we all kind of got to see, you know, I guess the saying goes there's levels to this, right? And he's better. Prime John versus Leavan, 6-0 Leavan. Does Vitaly stand a chance? No. Yeah, probably not. I really, I don't, yeah, he would, I mean, I think Leavan beats everyone. I'm not drinking any Leavan Kool-Aid ever. I'm always betting on Leavan. I'm always picking Leavan to win. I will never, ever, ever lie to my audience and tell you guys I think Leavan's going to lose. He won't. I never will pick him to lose. And that doesn't mean he'll never lose, but I will, if you ask my opinion, Leavan versus blank, I will always pick Leavan. That means Leavan is the greatest super heavyweight, which is not the greatest. Okay, I'm just done with this. Would Leavan beat Prime Trav? Yes. Would Leavan would 6-0 anyone from history? I totally agree. Listen, I think Hermes would 6-0 anyone from history, and we just saw what happened to Hermes. So, it turns out Coca-Cola. Okay, did he drink Coca-Cola? At some point, I noticed that while I was filming my reaction. At some point, I noticed I think he drank some Coke. But that might have been the difference maker. I think he drank it on round 2 when he needed it last time. So, yeah, I think that, I mean, he's got a great case to be made that it really was the Coca-Cola. So, yeah. How strong is Auden? I don't know, pretty good. I'm not strong enough to give you an opinion on how strong Auden is. He's much stronger than me. In a few years, 2-3, nobody will have same strength as Leavan, so he wouldn't have any. Listen, I think Leavan should take a break, is my genuine opinion, and do a comeback match, because, dude, I'm sorry, but the fucking Leavan matches are just stink fest. None of them are interesting. They're interesting before because the anticipation, and, you know, they do some strategic promo to show you this and oh, this is better, oh, it's gonna happen. But like Leavan matches are like fundamentally kind of bullshit because Leavan is going to win. He is overwhelmingly likely to win. Any betting website has him overwhelmingly the favorite. But a certain subset of the community get lied to for a good portion of time into believing like, oh my God, it's gonna happen. And then it never does. So that's the truth of it. I'm sitting in a weird ass way because I'm tired. Would Devin beat Prime Hangen? Prime Hangen's a hell of a 70 kilo guy, but yeah, Devin wins. With the minutes rolling witness in the Paris songs, yeah. Drank Coca-Cola after round 1. Okay, he got his Coke. That's awesome. People don't understand Coca-Cola was said because of sugar drop by Leavan. Yeah, he didn't actually do this time. This guy just said Hermes trash talk. Can a gorilla beat Leavan in arm wrestling? Yes, he can. Do you think current Hermes beats Leavan in their previous match? Yes, probably. But, it's like, Superman against, fucking Goku. I mean, it's, that doesn't, it's not real life. Do you think current Hermes, could Devin at 400 pounds beat Leavan? He'd probably be real fat at 400 pounds, but maybe. After Devin losing to Leavan a third time, can we call him Devin Leavan as the Lim Larrett? I think people are already saying that, but I'm not, I don't think Devin will pursue that match until it would be really interesting. Like when it would happen, you would be thinking maybe Leavan will lose. It's cool to have a dominant champ too, like John. Yeah, but there's a puncher's chance in those sports. We don't have that here. I mean, you can't tell me Hermes might have won today. You just can't. At least with Hermes, there was an actual match day to suggest he could do something. Kinda. Imagine the flash spinning guy who does 60K. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. Zoranov and Rackley got robbed. Zoranov did not get fucking robbed, but, I mean, you can't get robbed in a match that's 3-1. It wasn't close enough for a robbery. But maybe Rackley. I don't know what happened with Rackley. I think his hand just pumped up. Leavan versus 2 Hermes will win that. Do the athletes drink alcohol after the event? I'll get back to you. Can you go see the after party? I will once I get off this thing. In other words, Henry, if your jaw drops like the 2024 Devin Leavan round again, we know we will have a match. Yeah, if that happens, you can get interested. I hope that didn't end the stream. I think everything's all right. I had to send him he was asking me where I am. I'm telling him I'm on a stream. Want to see the guys partying? Well, I don't know. Come fly to Chicago. I mean, there's not much to see. There's basically just a room full of men sitting around talking about arm wrestling, basically. If Leavan had his arm broken, could you beat him? I mean, I heard about Corey West breaking one of his arms, and he trained for a few months, not even realizing it was broken. And then he went to the doctor because he was just constantly getting pain. The doctor was like, so when did you break your arm? And he was like, I have a broken arm? He didn't even know. So I imagine like when you break your arm, obviously you're way, 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 way weaker. But he would not be so weak he loses to me, I don't think. Like I said, I mean Leavan currently hammer curls my body weight, right? Man, I love Michael as a person, but they have to stop with those bullshit pals and rewind it and gifting him rounds. Well, I mean, I won't say you're right or wrong because I need to go watch that back, but I assume they waited because they needed to make the right call, and they probably made the right call. Arm wrestling, like every other sport, is officially dead. This sport is finished. It's not, one weight division has become uninteresting to know the champion. That's it. I wouldn't say that, like every other sport, it's dead. By the way, I have trained with Leavan in the same gym, and I saw him doing 105 kg back pressure for like 4 to 5 reps. Can't remember exactly. Yeah, that doesn't shock me. I've been in his gym too. He wasn't lifting numbers like that, but it was he was like, oh, it's a light day today, and he did fucking numbers that your favorite arm wrestlers lift. So, can you please tell me what made you go for a record over Dilly and Devin over Alex on left? What was your thought process? I didn't get those. So, I picked Rickard over Wallace because Wallace lost to Don Underwood, and I talked to Rickard, and Rickard said it felt like he was moving his arm through air when he pinned Don Underwood. After I got here, I talked to Wallace. Wallace is like, oh, that was right after my surgery. I lost him. And I go, when the last time you faced him? He goes, oh, I faced him 3 months ago. Same exact time Rickard faced him. I go, how did you feel against him? He goes, I felt a little resistance, but, I'm a good bit stronger. And I was like, oh, you felt a little resistance. Rickard said it was like air. So just off that, I was like, I will lean Rickard because of that. But I was not sure of who would win that match. It was just, I hate doing that 50-50 bullshit. I'm going to pick someone and be wrong, and it's okay. I picked that. And then Devin over Alex on left. Gut feeling. Devin beat Corey way easier than people act like he beat Corey. Like, people act like Corey almost won, and they were really close, and he pinned him out of straps. Total mismatch. I mean, Devin destroyed Corey West. Corey at no point was close to winning the match. Like, that's what I'm predicting. Winning the match. He never got close to winning the match. So because of that, I strongly picked Devin. How old are you? I'm 20. Leavan might as well go for the left-hand title, too. If his left is feeling good, yes. Are there any after poll? I'm sure, but I'm on here right now. If I go over there, it's going to be way too loud. You guys can't hear me. Zorana was the true winner. I don't know. He's not a cheater. He follows the rules. The Leavan thumb wrestling was a longer match. I don't know. Super Heavy kind of becomes dead. It is true. Can you go and interview Devin or Leavan? Not right now. I don't want to bug them. They're both having fun here, but yeah. I may do another Leavan interview will happen at some point, I'm sure. As of Devin's kind of weird. So he agreed to do an interview and then said, oh, well, never mind. And he was a little rude in the way he said never mind. Because of that, I have not had a desire to ask him again because I don't like begging and groveling. Light days for Leavan is the dream for normal guys, true. Jesus Christ, the music just got a lot louder. Okay, made it quiet. Devin, the number one left-hand champ soon, maybe. I think he would probably lose to Vitaly, but I mean, I can't help but feel like he would King's move him and probably win. I think Devin might be the fucking uncrowded, but the thing is, he would beat Vitaly but lose to Camille still, I think. Current Hermes versus the 120. That's a great match. Current Hermes against 120 kilo Devin against Leavan. Good match. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Alex? Devin will dominate Alex 3-0 Devin didn't go. Yeah, he tried to really finish the match quick, and he paid for that. But, yeah. And, man, it's so unfortunate. I made a bet with my buddy for Devin to win 3-0. And, Devin playing a little bit too much cost, so he definitely could have. But I think he was doing that because he was gassing. I actually think Alex earned that. Do you think Rickard is top 10 material down the line? Down the line, yes. Rickard versus Bacho now. Maybe. It's actually not bad. It's just way different weight categories, right? Rackley and Nugo are threats for Devin in the right arm. Rackley... I can tell your name's George and YT. Let's put it like that. I think Devin will be both of them. Super interesting. Thank you. I was really confident that Alex would win Devin. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were if you buy into practice and you, buy into the idea that him and Corey was close, I don't blame you. Yeah, anyway. Ryan, two hands versus Leavan. I was saying, let's do that. They're here. Maybe if I find them next to each other, I can maybe convince them. I don't think Bowen will want to do it, though. Bowen looked great. He beat Artem Taranenko, lefty. I mean, he looked really impressive. Put Devin in a headlock for refusing to interview. Fucking, that's not happening. Well, what kind of short you posted? Look at what kind of short you posted about Devin and Dennis. I don't understand what you mean. Some of those I don't make. I pay people to make shorts for me. I think we have, Devin versus Morris. I think Morozov wins, but after the Kudetzer fight, I think, if we're talking, I'm guessing we're talking left-handed here. Morozov's injured, so, yeah. Bosch would need to get bigger, maybe. How was the crowd's reaction to technical difficulties? Everyone was just sitting around. There wasn't a whole lot to see. Nugo and Petrenko 105. Oh, man. That right there was a dream match of mine. I would really, 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 really love to see that. I think Petro, or not Petro, Petrenko. But I'd be rooting for Nugo real hard. I think Leavan can't win Devin on lift for a full super match. It depends on Levan's shape, right? You don't know, and neither do I. Can you remind Leavan about after blowing Brian? I think they might train together because he's. I mean, I have no clue, really. Devin kicked Pablo out of the top 10. Oh, by moving into the ranking? Okay. Do you think if Zuranov beats Svekov, is that like a set match, like they talked about that, or no? Because there was some time Robert had a special announcement and I was fucking checked out, like I was on the bathroom. So can you guys actually share with me what that special, whatever Baxter announced, because I missed that. And when I came back, I wasn't even thinking about it because fucking Leavan was Hermes was about to walk out, so I had to obviously pay attention to that. It was way more interesting. The shorts about how, yeah, he did. I mean, I don't know. I can make an edit about an athlete and make an edit about someone else. It's okay. Mask is getting the revenge match in a war. Yeah, that was really, really, really impressive. Didn't you see Brian Shaw announcement? They will be working together. Oh, no, I didn't. That's really cool. Leavan is the train that have never been stopped. He's been stopped here and there, but nope. I just think it makes sense for a match because when isn't it my Zoranov? Yeah, I mean, I think Zoranov and Svetkov's a good match in general. Man. I think I'm picking Svetkov. Brian Shaw will be working with East vs. West and his own event, Strongest Man on Earth. He's been talking with Baxter. Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. Did they announce any more matches for that event? Because that event's actually kind of interesting. There's a couple little interesting matches on there. Man. I need my fucking shoes on. Oh man, I am just so exhausted right now. My voice is absolutely shot. All right, I think I'm gonna call it here. Thank you all for coming on, and I mean, what a cool event. And yeah, I'll do the Coach Ray, stay strong and love arm wrestling. So see you guys around.